Good morning and welcome to Sunday Soul Talks. I'm Lori, and if it's your first time here, um, this is the first time I go live on YouTube. So, everybody on Facebook, I'm gonna kind of talk in the beginning like you don't know me. So, welcome, YouTubers. Um, I don't rehearse any of this, I never know what's gonna come out. And since you guys are new, I want to tell a little bit about myself. I was raised in a trailer park by mom and dad who were doing the best they could. They did, they really did excellent. And that's basically what we want to come to because for so many years I had no idea it was going to go this way. I was resenting mom and dad. Dad was an alcoholic, drank every day, most of the day. And my computer is getting very hot. The fan is on. I don't know if it's going to be able to handle this. And anybody on Facebook knows that the computer and me, it's a love-hate relationship. I love it, but it's not the computer, it's the tech. It's this not knowing. Anyway, yeah, when I held resentment from my parents that they did it wrong to me, I'm a victim of them. It hurt. The relationship was strained. And then when Dad was 68, my husband and I brought him to the hospital, and he never had another drink after that, and he died at 84. 2 years ago. 2.5 years ago now. February was 2 years. And then Mom followed him. And Mom and I had a really tough one. Actually, Mom and I basically was her. She lost her first baby. He was born a little bit premature. Not much, but he had something. He lived for 2 days and he died. Can you imagine? I don't even know because my aunt, there was her sister and sister-in-law within the same area who were pregnant at the same time. And anyway, so she put all of her fear. Well, first of all, I was bringing her light as a baby, and then the control, needing me to be a certain way. I totally see it now so clearly that she just didn't want anything to happen to me. So she labeled me naive. So when all I did was want to love people. That's it. But it was shown that being loving is scary to the ego. Loving and trusting, open-hearted. That's the way I've gone through most of my life, has been open-hearted and loving. But the ego has a hard time with that. The ego, which is the false self, the one that you created as a little kid to get through life. You created, not intentionally, not consciously, you literally walled yourself off because you weren't accepted by the ones closest to you. You couldn't be you because it wasn't good enough. It wasn't doing it right. There was a constant reprimanding of you, the little love being that you have always been. So then you take on this belief of a me. You look in the mirror, and that's the first label. Lori. is in the mirror. That's the label, me. This little me starts out small, and then it starts like my grandson Eli, he's 2, just turned 2 on July 4th, and the mind, when he grabs a hold of his mind, his programmed mind, which is not who you are, but it's been told it's a you. Oh, Loria. Oh, I don't want to break this, but I got to see who's here. I got to go back to Facebook. I'm going to stay on Facebook. Oh, I am on Facebook. It's in front of me. Good morning, Cynthia and Margie. I wanted to say hi to you guys. I knew you'd be here. But this little me that we've taken on as a very young child, when we look in the mirror, the label, Lori, Margie, Cynthia, the ones outside of us are telling us that we're doing it wrong. Don't do that. Don't, and it's no fault and no blame. No blame. They're just worried for your safety. They think that they can protect you. And, whoops. Runaway dog. Uh-oh. He had a leash on him. It's an old man that walks him. It's an old man that walks this dog. This dog is running without the old man. I saw them walk that way. I wonder if something happened to him. Yeah. Oh, nothing happened to him. Ah. The dog is running like hell. Hang on. Peter. Peter. Come here a minute. Peter. Come here a minute. You know that old man that walks that German Shepherd? That old man that's really thin. He walks that German Shepherd. The house we do? Yeah, I saw them walk that way. The German Shepherd went with the leash and all, like a bat out of hell going that way. I don't see the man. Took off on him. It always happens. Oh, yeah, but usually he's chasing after him. He's coming after him. He's an old man. He's not going to be running. No, right. Okay. Settle down. It's okay. Settle down. Deep breath. Come back to now. Make a sandwich or something? Go ahead. Make. No, I don't need a sandwich. Don't need a sandwich. No, but the watermelon. You want a lobster roll? A lobster roll would be really good. Anyway, close that. I'm on YouTube too. Don't ask me those crazy questions. Okay, so if I don't see this old man, I'm going to find him after. I see the empathy, the concern. It's automatic, but that's threatening. All right. We've taken on this idea that we're a me. Mine. I mean, Eli, anything that he picked up, like a shovel, we were digging in the dirt and the sand at the beach, and he was. The shovel that I was using was even mine. he didn't want, but he did do some sharing. He did. They're working on that with him. He's only 2. My God. But that ego is so strong. That's why we fight to be right, because there's a belief that there's something wrong with me. Have you ever heard that thought? There's something wrong with me. Have you been able to isolate that thought? Because if you can notice that thought, just know that that's awareness. That's what you really are, the one that's aware of the thoughts, not the thoughts themselves. There is nothing wrong with you and never has been. It's just our little me's have taken on this identity, and then the identity has more identities. I'm a woman. I've been married blah 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 years. Oh, we're going to time. That's a whole different story. um, I've done blah 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 in my past, and the future looks scary as shit. When none of that is reality. None of it is reality. The past is gone. It's just living in thought. It's not real. And the future is, to me, when I first started understanding this after the awakening, the future was easier to understand because your mind doesn't want to let go of the past. What he or she did to me. I'm a victim. That's the biggest identity. Painful identity. I'm a victim. How many times has that one thing happened? Just once. But your mind keeps it going. Every time it comes up, he did this to me, she did this to me. It's done. It's gone. But your mind has kept it going. Your identity is holding on to this. What if I told you you can let go of all of it? I was scammed for $30,000 in 2021. Right now, I was in the midst of it. Sending money to this guy, I was helping him. I pissed off every single person in my life because I wouldn't listen to them. But Lori, the ego Lori, needed that. She needed to be humbled. She needed to feel all the pain of all those beliefs, pointing the finger. I used to point the finger at my mother for sitting on the couch doing nothing. What? I hear people say that about cats. They're lazy. Really? What's a cat? Should a cat be going out to work? I saw the belief that I am only worth it if I'm making money. I'm only worthy of a human being if I'm making money. Really? There goes the old man. That feels good. Yeah, I saw. Okay, now that's a perfect example. The assuming makes an ass out of you and me. I assume out of you and me. A therapist taught me that back in the day. Anyway, there was an assumption. I actually had images of that man on the ground, hurt, or maybe even dead. That all of that was all imagination, not reality, because he's walking home. All of that worry and takes away your now beingness. And it wouldn't have stopped me after this is over. I mean, I heard Peter's, calm, logical comments, and that calmed the me down. But she is so empathetic. If that guy had not come after this is over, she'd be out there. Hi, Cher. Jamie, so sorry you got scammed. I could see. I could use a few bucks too. Jimmy Semino. We go way back to the beginning of this. God damn, I've known that guy through Facebook. It's come close that we've been close. Actually, I'm going to be in New York Thursday, upstate New York, but I'll be at Lake George. It's campground up there. 3 of us girls are going to be. Ooh, it's going to be good. really good talking like this. Then I have a chance to go to the Ions meeting, the near-death experience. Oh my God. I want to do this so bad. I can't imagine being in a whole group of people who understand what I'm talking. I mean, they've died and come back and they understand. Sends me into orbit just thinking of being there. Anyway, Michelle Ledbetter is going to be there, and we're trying to work it out so I can. Universe knows what I want. Just have to watch it happen. And if not, that's okay too. That's the thing, being attached to something. Being attached, and the me wants it on a timeline. It has to be now. There's an Ions conference every single year. But this really lights my fire to think about going there, meeting Anita Morgiani. That would, I don't even know. Everything she says, I feel, and she was on, I think I said this. She was on, it used to be Regis and Kathy Lee, and then it went to Regis and Kelly, and then it went to Ryan and Kelly, and now I don't watch it. I love the show. It's a great show, but I don't know. But Anita was on there talking about meditation. I found it on YouTube. She said it on one of her podcasts that I was listening to. God, she's really putting it out there. When she was saying, like I was talking about last week, which didn't save for some reason. I don't know why it didn't save, but I get it. She was saying that our soul, who we really are, soul, love, life, universe, whatever the hell you want to call it, your mind's not going to put it in a box. It's not going to understand what it is, what we really are. Love to me is it, because it lights me up. I love love. Lori loves love. She loves to love. Anyway, actually, then I'm going to this instead. She used to be ashamed to love because it was labeled naive by mom. So the me took it on as an identity, naive, a subconscious identity that she needed to fight against. Being naive is really trusting in the divinity that you are. I've never said that before. I've never saw it like that before, till just now. It's trusting in the divinity that you are. Love. And so, but I felt shame every time I would get excited to meet a new person or just to love on people. I have to dumb it down. I'd have to keep it. I don't know, Margie, when I first met you, do you think I'm different than when I first met you, Marge? I remember meeting you in that hallway at Dad's apartment when I was cleaning it out before he died. And I don't know, I bet you're going to say no, because that connection was instant. Yeah, it was instant. Yeah, for me, it was instant. I think it was for you too. And it's been ever since. Because she's open, and that pure love channel is just there. It's so beautiful. But I have that with a lot of people. I have Robert, this guy from Texas. We met him at a Denny's. Random. Nothing is random. It's all divinely orchestrated. I am seeing more and more that this is exactly what it needs to be for each of us to wake up to the love that we are, the God that we are. We are it. And that little me has also been told not to get conceited, not to get full of itself, which to a degree, that ego, but life is going to get it. Life is going to humble you. It's gonna. It just does. The scam is what humbled me. And the best part about it is realizing that after $30,000 was gone, I'm still living. And I'm living pretty damn good, I'd say. I don't lack for anything. Anything. And that little me is always coming from lack. That's why it has to say mine. Doesn't want to let go of anything. When I started giving my stuff away, when we left Maine in 2019, I had to get rid of it. If it didn't fit in our 36-foot camper, it had to go. And I started realizing just how much shit I had. First of all, in my closets, in my drawers. What? I had clothes enough for 10 people, and that's no exaggeration. In every season. I come to Florida, there's only one season. There's only one season. Hot. That's not true. January and February are, and sometimes in December is cool where I wear jeans. Yay! I never thought. Anyway, so that little me taking on all these identities. Basically, what the scam did was blow open a lot of those identities. I do not regret anything that was done during that time. And that's why I can't judge somebody else. I heard somebody judging somebody when I was in Maine for how they're living. Ooh, it was a beautiful example. I could feel as she was pointing the finger at somebody else's way of living, how they're not cutting it, or he. Was that my son? Anyway, 3 fingers are pointing back at you. You cannot criticize someone else without feeling it. But we've numbed ourselves to the feeling. We are not separate from anybody else. There is no separation. None. We only think it's separate. I was talking to this new guy today, this morning, and we were talking about his website is "There are no boundaries in heaven." No boundaries. I think something like that. There are no lines. No lines. Something like that. Maybe I should find out before. Oh, Michelle said to put a message. There are no lines in heaven because he's died. He's died twice, he said. And he helps people come back to the love that they are. Okay, so when I first started, when Facebook just started, I had a friend named Mike Lewine who posted on his. It was always whenever he would write, "You are the love you're looking for," or "You are love itself," I felt a peace with the word love. I felt the truth of it first, deep, but still the superficial Lori was running the show. But I could feel the relief in what if it's true that I really am love itself? What if that's true? I could feel a peace in this body where Lori took on the idea that love is naive, is a bad thing. Because all the powers that be out there, the strong ones, the hard people who are go-getters and the soft is less than, or yeah, not as good as, what's the word? Not any different. Oh, my G. Just learn from each other. Exactly. I love you. God, God, God. Yeah. And God, life, whatever's doing all of this, has brought us together so we can feel the love that we are. Have you noticed when you're with other people, the light that you are, it's what they are too, and they feel it. They want to be around it. It's so cool because it's a win-win, which in life, through the ego mind, there's not much win-win. It's win-lose. Somebody lost if somebody won. It's not the way it really is. Even if it looks like you lost, if you are open, because I know a lot of people who have to be the best, which I used to have to be have the best, be the best, and I could hear the tapes going in there going, yeah, I've got the best. I've got the best four-wheel. I've got the best clothes. I've got the best hair. I've got only covering the worthlessness that's being felt. Really, all of that. I got the when we go four-wheeling with friends. I had the Peter and I had the best four-wheelers. They had the that's what was going on in my head. Wow. Yeah, that's showing me just how far I've come. Leaving Maine was the hardest thing. Getting rid of all that stuff that we're attached to and that I was attached to, and which wasn't even being used or worn or what? What? Yeah, it was the best thing I ever did. Just leave it all. Even though I would wake up in the fetal position because so much gripping fear. I literally, when Lori came online, because when you're sleeping, the me is not there anymore. It's not. It's not there in the nighttime dream. But in this daytime dream, it thinks it's in control. That's the funniest thing ever. Trying to control when you're just causing this so much anxiety and upset, and the beliefs. The beliefs are craziness. I was talking to a lady in the plane yesterday. She was sitting next to me, and she was talking about her husband dying suddenly at 50. I would imagine in her 70s now. But she's gone on with her life, but she said it was the hardest thing she's ever had to go through. And there was blame, and then the blame of the hospital, then there was blame of herself because she didn't see the signs, she didn't um, blame, just a lot, all the blame. It was his exit. That's all it was. We seemingly, this body is animated by energy. It's seeming like we are in a body, but as I'm seeing it right now, we're really not in the body. We are everything. It's an essence. It's go with air if you want. It's the air is everywhere. That's what we are. We're not separate from air. Wow. I never said that one before. We are not separate from air. That I guess is the only way the mind can kind of make sense of it, because whatever I'm talking to right now is not the mind. I mean, there are things that your mind will catch on, and hold, as Lori said, because that's what's happened with me. Certain people that are further along the path, further along, uh, as the identity, further along, like Hope Johnson, um, what she's going through right now. Woo! Beautiful opening. Holy mackerel. About relationships. And I'm not only seeing right now how much more open this mind is to that message. It's just, whew, it's beautiful. Love. That's it. That's it. We are love, period. Love as the air. And it's making these avatars, if you will, go through this journey. It's a dream. It's a dream of the me. All the while, the air, love that you are, isn't affected by anything here. So when we react to something in life negatively, oh, you do, the drama. Everybody says, I don't want drama. You're creating it. The little me that you think you are is what's creating all the drama, not anybody else. But when you're blaming somebody else, you have no chance of finding out the love that you are when you're blaming somebody else. Period. I have 0 people that I'm blaming for anything. And when you cross that, it's not, saying that is not, it's leading the mind to think that there's a bridge to cross. There isn't. But I didn't even realize, Lori did not realize how far, how open she's come until that woman yelled at her. And it's come to, a thought has come up saying that I asked for that. I remember a thought popping into my head. And all this, I don't think of it. That's the me. That's not who I am. Ah! The identity, Lori, recognized a thought that came a week before that woman yelled. What if somebody yelled it? Because I can do it with Peter now, but I didn't know if I could, what it would be like with a stranger. And the way it unfolded from the time we met, and her negativity and me just lightening it, and her wanting to share her CDs with me, the beautiful unfolding of it. Lori created that for her validation in the dream that she's able to, there's one, as I was talking to this woman about her husband dying, there was a dream that happened here last night. It had something to do with Peter passing, because she was talking about that, and I remember my mind going into, what if, I don't remember the dream, but I'm gonna, yeah, I didn't have time to meditate this morning, so it's there, it's in there. Don't know how that would be. There's a strong attachment. Of course, we've been together since I was 14. So there's a very strong attachment. I don't know. Because I had let go of the attachment with mom and dad. They didn't have to be in front of me, because I see that whoever's in front of me, I'm going to love them. And that love doesn't go anywhere when they're not with me. I'm still loving them. It's in the dream, I'm loving them. But from who I am, we are that. We're all that. So there's no guilt, because they are that too. So he is that too. Coming from the Lori character, how will she? That's not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even want to think about it, because it does seem painful. So that attachment. So there's a fear of letting go completely, obviously. Obviously. Yeah. Life, who knows if it's going to make me? I don't know. I, the Lori character. See how you can go in and out, in and out, in and out. You can see it from the bigger perspective, but then when an attachment comes in, right back in the dream. It's okay. That's the thing. It's not hating it, not saying, because it used to be, I want to be in the flow. I called it in the flow back when I first woke up, flowing. Nothing bothered me, Lori. Nothing, nothing. It was just flowing whenever something came in my face. Like my sister was, what did you do to mom? You hurt mom so bad. Because I wasn't living the trying to uh, make mom happy role. I was just being my authentic self, which was different for the people around me because I was always a people pleaser, you know, trying to please, or I would be doing it wrong. Letting go of that one is a really, whoo, that was a heavy burden, heavy, and I didn't even realize it. And now, when you're yourself, there's no burden. When you're with others and you're not attached, I think that the attachment thing, I'm just seeing this right now, that the attachment thing is what's attachment and responsible. The word responsible just came in, like I'm responsible for him. And that's why I want him to eat a certain way. And I criticize for, like, he had the Cheerios this morning. The bowl was this big. It was like, is there any left in the box? He just opened the box. But that's from Lori's thinking she's responsible for his. That's a beautiful one to see right now. I'm not responsible for anybody. My responsibility is to see every single one as me, as the light. All those stories are what's keeping Lori here. The stories of he blah 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 or she blah 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 blah. It's keeping the me front and center. But if you can love the me, that's the thing. I love her, which I could not say that before at all. She is so precious. She just loves everybody. And that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Whoever's in front of me is meant to be in front of me. The ones that aren't. But that doesn't change anything. It doesn't change the love I have for anybody. Because if I hold resentment and bitterness or anger towards somebody, that's living here. That's living in this body. And I love her too much to hold that inside anymore. I can't, it hurts. Love. What's that song? Love is a wonderful thing. Is that what it is? Love is a mini splendid thing. I don't know. There's a song. My computer said close unused applications. Well, there ain't no unused applications. I made sure Taylor said. Taylor told me how to do this and I'm doing it. We had so much fun with that baby. Oh my God. We can get him to laugh. When you can make someone laugh, that is the greatest feeling. It's like you're loving them. And the love is reciprocated. That little shit that they just posted. Margie, go check out their Angel's page. She posted the album they had taken in a lupin field. Lupins, as far as you can see, it's every single picture you feel the joy in it. It's just, oh my God, just thinking about it too, it makes me tear up because it's so, you feel the love. They love that little boy so much, and he just, oh my God, they're doing a great job with him. Really good job. Really. And how many fathers get to spend this much time with their son? And he plays with them. He, we were in the pool. He didn't want to come in the pool at all. But finally, when Daddy, Dada, and Lolly, Yolly, I love Yolly. I think I'd like to keep Yolly instead of Lolly. It's just him. Oh, and get this. Back when he was little, when he was little, when he was starting to learn his name, he was saying Eli instead of Eli. Eli. I said, "Oh my God, that's so cute." He says, so Taylor, they're correcting him. Taylor's like, "No, it's Eli." I said, "Leave him alone, Norman. He's not going to be 15 years old calling himself Eli." So guess what? I hear Taylor more than once say Eli to him. What? Oh, so fun. We had such a great, and if we had our place built up there, we would we wouldn't have this time with them. We are in their home with him when he wakes up, with him when he goes to. I got to put him to bed twice. Oh my God, reading the books and then laying him down. So okay, so there's an attachment there too. And that's okay. He's just the sweetest little shit. Ah, kids, they're just so much fun. They remind us the innocence of every single one of us, even the ones that aren't doing it right. They are doing it right. It's just your story that they're not, because life, God is doing them, and it doesn't make a mistake. Ever. Every single person is exactly where they're meant to be at every given moment. There are no mistakes. When you live from that, oh my God, it just makes your mind get at ease. Which, when your mind is at ease, so is your body, because body follows mind. Whatever you're thinking and believing. Oh, that woman on the plane. She was believing that her husband died of blah, 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 blah. And now they're finding out in the back that it's in the family, and how she's petrified that her son is going to, and he doesn't want to have kids because of what? All because of a belief that it runs in the family. I don't know how many people are stuck in that one. Of course, that's the way it's going to look if you take on that belief. But I broke out of that belief that it runs in the family. The alcohol thing runs in the family across the board. My Aunt Phyllis, my dad, his dad, my mom, but it's just my mom's family, my dad's family, all the way back. It runs in the family. I don't like it. I think I've changed a lot of runs in the family for most of my family, because I'm not anything like that. Lori isn't anything like the others in the family. That's why when oh, I just watched a bird eat something. It flew. That's another thing. Squirrel. The circle of life. It used to be that I would be sad. I couldn't watch anything on a nature show if a lion was going to kill something because I identified with the victim. There are no victims. Can you imagine really realizing that there are no victims here? We are waves of the ocean. And the wave just goes back into the ocean. Everything that's seen here is not separate from the air that you are. It's not separate. We get to live this beautiful tapestry of color. We are so fortunate. Hmm? Do you feel it? Okay, why won't this let me go down anymore? Somebody wrote something and it's not letting me. I can't go down. Why won't it show me? I guess maybe I can find it on my phone. I don't know. Comments, okay. Oh, Sandy Kreiser! Hi! Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you here. Good morning. I don't know if you're still here, but um, well, that makes me think of, okay, now that I think of Sandy, I think of Rick. Sandy, who you really are is not separate from Rick. He was just part of this dream of the little Sandy and Rick. There's no there's nowhere he could go. He's with you. The minute you think of him, just like when I think of my parents, they are right there. You've got the image right there in your mind. So our minds, whatever we are believing, is being projected through our eyes. Ooh, I never said that before either. As you believe it to be, you're projecting it out there. Ooh, can you feel it? All of it is to wake us up to this dream of separation that never happened. It just seemingly happened for the little me. But who we really are isn't separate, doesn't get hurt, it doesn't give a shit about anything going on. But this me, okay, that's what Jesus talked about when he said being in the world, but not of it. Those words, I think, are the most powerful, or the kingdom of heaven is within you, is within. Sitting, oh, and then Anita Morgiani was talking about the meditation on it. That lady that I was talking to on the airplane, she will do anything to not be alone. She doesn't want to be alone ever. And it must have been after her husband died, must have taken the feeling of aloneness came. When you can sit quietly, as soon as I do that, I feel every part of this body just relax. At first, if you meditate at all, at first, this is going to be going. It's not going to let you get into your body. The only way you can get into your body is to just as you get trailed off on the thoughts, because they're going to come. It's what it's used to. It's a ticker tape. as it's going, you just when you become aware, when your body is uncomfortable, you know you're in a thought process. Breathe and follow that breath. Follow it with the awareness that you are. Follow it with that aliveness, that air. Air. It's really air. Right into your heart. Don't let your mind say, I can't do this, or I need to go do this, or I should get up, and it's going to want to go do something to get away. But if you are more powerful than that, and I'm telling you, that spot of no distractions, no TV, no nothing, just sitting in silence with yourself changes the whole game, the whole dream, because you become one. The bird that just flew by, did it really fly by? In the dream, yes, it did. Such a beautiful dream when you're coming from the love that you are, not the trying to get away from it because you hate it. Really, the bottom line is I don't like myself. I'm not worthy. I'm not worth it. That's just a thought. I'm not worth it. That's literally just a thought from the me that feels separate. So it can't see that it is it. It is it. Is that hilarious or what? We're running, which is not a bad thing. You can run the rest of your life. It's okay. Because you're not gonna be able to run on your deathbed. You're not gonna be able to run anymore. That's why Mom said, oh, I lived glorious life, not mine. She said those exact words because there was no more future to escape into. It really wasn't. There really isn't, but the mind doesn't know that. The mind thinks the future is real. How many things that you worried about actually came true? Really? You thought, oh my God, 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 and then it passed. And then, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it passed. But the mind isn't programmed to look at that. It's just looking ahead. It's taking from the past of the things that seemingly did go wrong, like the scam of $30,000 and that horrible thing that you did. Whatever horrible thing your mind says you did is your gift. It wasn't a horrible thing. Imagine saying it's okay. Telling yourself it isn't a horrible thing. Because after the scam, I sat on this couch and I was the couch inside. And I can say this couch because it feels like it all over again. Literally. Your mind can bring it back to that time, that pain of actually what it was different people's images coming by me. At that time, Mom and Dad were still alive, and I could feel each time an image of each person came into view, there was a contraction in this body. I was in a deep meditation, and I could feel the contraction each time another person came, and they were coming fast, and I went, oh my God, I didn't feel worthy of their love. I felt like I had to do something in order to be loved by them. I had to be a certain way to be loved by them. That was huge for me. Because, and after, in the dream, after everybody still loves Laurie. Even the ones that were so pissed off, like my son. My oldest son was just over the top. I wouldn't. So I think he holds some resentment, but I still see him in the light. I see him in the light. He's got so much. No, he does not have any pain. His little me in the dream has pain. Laurie's story is his pain. So, okay. So, see? Right there. There's a story that my son is in pain. I am changing that story right now. He is the light, just like I am. That's why it hurts when I think of the story that my mind has attached to about him. It hurts in this body because it isn't true. Your body is letting you know what's true and what's not true by having pain. And when you breathe and come back to now, all the pain goes away. I can sit. When I sit now to meditate, I don't feel this body. It's so cool to Laurie that she doesn't feel it. There will be, I usually sit Indian style, cross legs. Can't feel where my ankles are touching my thighs or whatever. I can't feel my butt on the chair because the focus is on the aliveness within. That aliveness is what heals the body when you focus on it. And I never said that before now either. I never saw it before. That's a good way to end this. I just looked at 9:57. Gosh, time. Whew. Goes by so fast. All right. Everybody who has watched this and felt the love I'm sending to you in this dream, welcome. I love you. We are not separate. Mwah.